Love Island Games, Season 1, Episode 15. I'm Tammy. This is Tammy Talks. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let's talk about it, y'all. So, we start off with Justine and Jack. She's telling him how watching him duel was sexy and she can watch him do that all day. I, I personally just get like friendship vibes from them. I feel like when they're talking about like attraction and stuff like that, it doesn't seem genuine to me. That's just me. It doesn't seem like a true spark. It just seems like friendship vibes to me at least. So we then see Scott talking to Courtney. So he's telling her, or she's telling him, that she doesn't have a type. She likes everybody, she likes any type of person. It really depends on their energy. So she's not looking at race, color, hair type, anything like that. So Scott is telling her that it depends on the energy that people give him. So if he's giving you energy and you're reciprocating that energy, he's going to start to like you and be attracted to you. Um, so he's like, so you enjoyed my kiss from the other night where they had to come in and kiss who they liked off rip, and she was like, yeah, I was a little disappointed with it. Not gonna hold you. So they have good banter. Like Scotty said that he likes to be able really to rib roast Jones, however they say it in your region, or where you're from. He said rip into her. To me, that means you want to rib. You want to rib? Let's rib. So he likes to have that type of banter and back and forth with somebody. So Courtney is in her confessional saying that, it's not fair the rap that Johnny is getting because she really likes Johnny. And her and Johnny are doing good together in the challenges and they really like each other. And the way that everybody's going about Johnny is just not there. They hate him. And I just don't see it. He's really a good guy. And it's like, he's upstairs right now in soul ties with Aurelia. But okay. So we then get Deb and Callum. So she's picking up bugs and holding them and playing with them. I was Callum in that scene. Gone from round me with that. There are people that are just not scared, nervous, whatever you want to call it, of bugs, and that's just not part of my ministry. And like, just be real, most bugs are harmless, right? Most bugs are harmless. But I was him, gone somewhere with that. So she they're flirting back and forth, and Callum finally gets somebody to kiss, which is good for him because Callum was in that friendship couple with Liberty, and while we did love Libs, good for Callum. He done found somebody that wants him, that he wants, and now we can see if he can have a better turn of events inside of here. So next up is Johnny and Aurelia. So they're upstairs, and he tells her that he's been thinking about her all day, thinking about their conversation all day. And he's like, "What about you?" Because she didn't say anything. She didn't respond. She said that she feels safe with him. They up there, they're holding hands. He has his thumb, rubbing. The pad of his thumb is rubbing her. What is this area called? Her inner finger area. I don't know what that area is called, but he's rubbing there. Like, it just looks very personal. It looks very intimate. It's just something that, even though Johnny is not closed with Courtney, you're still in a couple with her. We still gotta have some type of respect factor, right? But it's Johnny. So at this point, any woman that comes in and starts, getting involved with him, you should really you can't expect it, but any woman that gets involved with him, that takes him from another woman backhandedly like this, you should expect that he would do the same thing to you. So next thing you know, Johnny kisses her. I said, and they are upstairs kissing. They are up there kissing. Meanwhile, um, people are down below. I said, wow, okay. So she tells Johnny, I want to be with you tonight. Well, you can't. Skip your ass on back over to your own bed, Aurelia. You came in, and I don't even know if you're being messy. I don't know if I can say that Aurelia is being messy. That's the thing. So everybody's getting ready to go to sleep, and they're in like that one little front room to the house, and Johnny and Aurelia are kissing again, and Jack walks by. Jack clearly sees, right? But Johnny is like, oh, he's not going to say anything. And I think they showed that scene on purpose. That scene is going to be important because later Johnny does ask Courtney, like, who told you? How do you know? And I'm wondering if he's going to assume that Jack said something. Thus and such, Johnny is going to maybe turn on Zach and try to, not Zach, Jack, and try to get him voted out. But we'll see. So the next morning, we see Aurelia telling Imani and Jessica that Johnny kissed her. She said it feels like temptation, but not like he's cheating. Here's the thing. I feel like whatever happened, what y'all are doing, on some level it's wrong. You know that, we know that, Johnny knows that, y'all know everybody else is gonna know that, so that's why y'all are keeping it hush. So we then get Johnny, he comes and pulls Aurelia for a chat. So they're back up in Soul Ties, and he asks her if they still have a secret. She said yes. So she sat there and lied right to his face and said yes after he's asking, because he's asking for a reason. He wants to make sure that you didn't go tell somebody before he has a chance to go, run up to Courtney and lie and make up some reasoning. So I'm thinking, girl, you just told two people. You just told two. So she wants him to talk to Courtney. Let's clear the air. Let's get everything out there. Let her know that you are moving on like Maya, so that there's no confusion, there's no whatever, and nobody's feelings are getting hurt for real, for real. And they are now leaned back, hubbed up, pelvis to pelvis kissing. I said, sheesh. I feel like anybody that watches this show, if Johnny is ever on All Stars or whatever other type of show, the proof is there. You know what I'm saying? The way that he sticks and moves is out there. So there's really no excuse. There's no reason for you to get got again. So Courtney is downstairs telling the girls, and it was like Sally Justine, and I forgot who the other girl was. Oh my God, excuse me. Telling Sally Justine and the other girl that, Johnny's been kind of acting kind of standoffish, and she's trying to figure out if he's okay. She wants to pull him for a chat, but she can't find him. Like, he hasn't talked to her at all today. He's been kind of weird, so she's trying to figure out what's what. Meanwhile, he's upstairs kissing. Soul Ties is right here. Courtney is like sitting like upstairs. Courtney is right down here. And he's up there kissing and moaning and necking and slurping and sucking and doing everything else. Like, just the lack of respect is astounding. So Jess decides to pull Courtney. And Jess was like, you know what, let's be real. I'm gonna end up going home pretty soon. All these new bombshells came in. The guys that are here don't want me. So one of the guys that's coming in is like her homeboy from Australia. So like, he's not gonna want her. So you know what? Let me just go ahead and let me just blow some shit up. So she pulls Courtney and tells her, look, Aurelia told me that Johnny has been kissing her all last night, all day. Like, it's not cool. She said it's the heaps. Okay, I don't know what that is, but I want to use it. But it's the heaps. So Courtney is like, well, I know what I need to do. My issue is not the kissing. My issue is the lack of respect. And when the way that Courtney phrased it, if you want to go kiss somebody else because you want to move on, that's cool. But the least you can do is give me a heads up about it. So she walks right up to Johnny. I said she got right to the business. Then she walks right up to Johnny, puts him for a chat. So she asks if he didn't think that she deserves to know. You've been kissing all over Aurelia. You couldn't think to tell me. He was like, oh, I wanted to tell you, but it was so much going on, I didn't have time. You had nothing but time, space, and opportunity, sir. So she wants to know, why didn't you just tell me last night? And she keeps reinforcing to him, it's not about the kiss, it's about the respect that you chose not to give. So Johnny is like, well, I wanted to wait until I figured things out. What are you trying to figure out? You've made it very clear. You want to move on to Aurelia, which is fine. Y'all do a lot of homie hopping in there anyways. You wanted to move to Aurelia, and it's like, the thing is, Johnny is a coward. Johnny is the type of man that will feel that him cheating on you and moving on without telling you that he's just not into you anymore is him protecting your feelings. He's that type of dude. That's the type of time that he's on. So it's just like, it's not even entertaining with Johnny anymore. There's no point in getting swollen in the chest about it, because at this point, like, you can tell that I don't know if he's slow. I don't know if the cerebellum isn't rotating the way that it should. But Johnny never, like, he always looks like disgusted and upset when he's called out for something. So he asks her, how did you find out? Why? Why? Why does it matter? What's it to you? So she was like, it doesn't matter. So she tells him, you're acting insecure and it's giving small dick energy. And I said, it is. You can tell that Johnny is insecure. The way that he moves is insecure. The fact that he's like getting mad at her, he's insecure. Let's be real. In Johnny's mind, he's now wondering, did Jack say something? I didn't think Jack would say anything. So he's like low key mad at Jack because that's how Johnny operates. Silly. It's in the way that she's like really on some, oh, you could have moved on and kissed her. That's cool. You could have just gave me a heads up. He should just feel like shit. So we think of Jessica and Scott. So Courtney is talking to Scott and they're hanging out. She's rubbing body glitter and stuff on him. Jessica knows that it's getting down to the wire and nobody's going to pick her. So she wants to try to make a move on Scott. So her and Mitch go up. Was it Mitch? Yeah. They go up and kind of break up Scott and Courtney from talking so that Jessica can swoop in and talk to him. She tells him his accent is crazy and strong. Scott looked kind of like, what? When she said that. She then tries to lie and say that she has a lot of alliances and friends in the house. This is the thing, Jessica. If you had a lot of alliances and friends in the house, you would not have been in a duel twice. You've been in the duel 3 times. That first time didn't matter because that was them coming in and like, trying to. That was Megan that came in and took Toby from you. But you've been in the duel twice. So I don't know how many alliances you think you have that are really helping you. And I think Scott kind of picked up on that and was just like, okay. So we then get a text that tonight at the Backyard Boogie is going to be a recoupling. So the guys are going to pick, and any young lady that has not been coupled up with is going home. Okay. So Jack and Justine, they say that they're closed. They say that they're closed, and then they give each other a mwah, and then epic love story. So this is how the recoupling goes. So EL picked Sally. I actually really like them together. I think they're cute together. Jack obviously picks Justine. Ray obviously picks Imani. And then when she sat down, he was like, I just wanted to make sure that you know how much I love you. Is this good? It's like, why are you tripping about your speech? Your speech was fine. Ray is another one that's very insecure. Callum picks Deb, and I was so excited for Callum. So excited. Mitch picks Zeta, which I think Courtney thought, or Jess. I don't know. It was like all the ladies were kind of looking like, oh, it's going to be me. But he picked Zeta. Was it Zeta? Sorry if I'm saying her name wrong. Johnny picks Aurelia. He gave this speech about how he, isn't thinking about the challenges in the games. He's following his heart. With her, no, you're following the little head in your pants. That's what you are following, which is crazy because you just said that Courtney had turned you on in a way that nobody else did, but okay. And then Scott picks Courtney. So going home are Jess and Tina, and that was the episode. I feel like it wasn't a lot to this episode. Wasn't too crazy. I feel like the small dick energy would have been like a bigger, more impactful, like what situation if it hadn't been in every single preview. But let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, share with a friend, and I will catch you guys, I guess tomorrow. Peace.